Hey everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. We got a mailbag, and this is a real mailbag. There's mostly stuff that came from the mail. I do have a couple of yard sale items I'll stick at the end, but let's see what we got. This one came UPS, and I have no idea what it is. I don't remember ordering anything important enough to be shipped UPS, but we'll see. Childproof. Oh. Okay. Yeah, these are 10 travel adapters, and I ordered these from eBay. I was actually running low on these. I have no idea how. But these things are kind of the most universal of the travel adapters, primarily for the fact that you can kind of just stick them in other travel, other plugs around the world. So even though this is primarily a European thing, you can get it to work in other places. Like you can stick it in a UK plug, you can stick it in Uganda and places like that. So what I do is I travel with one of these attached to a normal outlet strip. It might be polarized. Nope. So I take one of these and I put it on a normal outlet strip, and then all my laptops and cell chargers and all that kind of stuff are 220 compatible, and obviously I'm pretty aware for what is and what isn't. So I travel with that, and then rather than sticking one of these things on every single device, I put them all on an outlet strip. And so 10 is more than I needed, but I think it was $5 for all 10. So I just decided I would stock up and have them available, because hopefully we'll be able to travel soon. Next up, we have this one. I can hear what that is. This is one of two. I got a 10 pack of these Spudgers. So I had two of these left. These do tend to wear down a little bit, and I've got some different Spudgers that I keep in my cup here. There's a gift from the Infinity Makerspace in South Africa. But these are pretty much my second favorite Spudgers. And it was one of those things where it was like $5 shipping if you bought one, or I got 10 for $10 shipped. So I got 10 of them, which for me is going to be probably not a lifetime supply, but will be pretty dang close. And if you notice, this side is a little bit more rounded off than this side, so you can use it for a little bit of digging. But these are my second favorite Spudgers and the ones that I use. In fact, maybe I'll rank my Spudgers. Let's see, I've got another one around here somewhere. I feel like this is the other one. We'll see. Yeah, so this is the same deal. I thought I ordered 10 of these too, but I guess I only ordered 5. Only. It was the same deal. I feel like they came out to $1 a piece if you got them this way. But these are my absolute favorite Spudgers. These, I feel like these have the best combination of being thin but still sturdy. Some other YouTubers, Simple Electronics, suggested that I got these things, and I hate these things. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty torn up, and I think it's pretty much the only time he's ever steered me wrong. But so in order of Spudgerdom, I would say that these are my favorite. These are my second favorite. Then I would probably even go to some of the plastic ones if I have them in there. Then I would probably say a guitar pick, and then a butter knife, and then these things. These do have their place. I mean, I've obviously used them, and I do use them, but I feel like I destroy them about half the time when I'm taking something apart with it. Maybe I'm just a heavy-handed monkey who doesn't know how to use this stuff. That's very likely. But anyway, I got 15 Spudgers here for $15, and I think I'm set for a while. Next up, another one. I don't know what it is. It's been a while. I've been saving this up for you guys, and I did that multimeter drag race, and that thing was on my desk for a long time, so I'm finally able to do something with this. Okay, so yeah, this is a Bluetooth adapter, and I wanted this. I got something Bluetooth. I feel like it was in the last mailbag or something like that. I got something that had Bluetooth in it, and I thought, man, I could maybe do some hackery things with that. But this is probably the single best rated USB Bluetooth dongle. I got one from my wife, and she connects her Cricket to her computer from all the way across her room. And I sort of debated if it made sense for her to have two of them on her computer. I don't even know if that's possible, but this is the best rated Bluetooth dongle. She loves it. I didn't have Bluetooth on my desktop, so I thought this would be the way to go. I'll let you know if I get into any hacking with it or anything. Next up, another mystery item that I should know, which I think could be a birthday gift. Let's see. My wife's birthday is coming up. Oh no, this is great. Okay, so I normally don't, this isn't a travel channel, but you guys have to know about Gonex. They are not a sponsor. Well, this is new. My other one wasn't like this. So Gonex is awesome. This bag is $30 off of Amazon, and it probably weighs about 1.5 pounds. Now, you could have a typical heavy duty suitcase weigh, anywhere between 8 to 15 pounds. But what I love about these things is they are cheap. And I do a lot of things like I will fly to Africa and I'll bring a lot of stuff over with me. And then, maybe I don't want to pay for that second bag on the way home. Or the opposite, when I was in Alaska, I would, fly down there and I would tuck this bag in my other bag. It wouldn't weigh anything. And then I would fill it up with things I could only get in the lower 48 and bring it back. And I know you're sitting there thinking, this just looks like some kind of weird parachute thing, but these things are unbelievable. So this is the 80-liter version. So this is a decent duffel bag. I have another 120-liter version that I could basically fit in. And let me go grab two more. So I brought the camera up higher so you guys can see. This is another, I feel like this is like a 40-liter one. And if you've ever flown, you would know right away that this does not look like luggage that has been to Africa, that has been to Alaska multiple times, that has been to the Middle East, that has been to Europe. This bag has been to at least 30 countries, and it looks, it's got a little dirt, but it looks immaculate. Couple little threads here that aren't even prying away. It looks just immaculate. And these things can take untold abuse, and they weigh just nothing. And so here's another top tip. These are like $25, and if you fly something like one of those awful airlines like Spirit or Frontier or something like that, and they have the real where you only get like this super tiny space under the seat for free, and then you have to start paying for luggage. This thing is the exact size of an Allegiant Air free carry-on, and so it compresses down, and you can just fit a lot of stuff in here. I fit my laptop and 3 or 4 days worth of clothes in this one bag. And so what happened was we had friends from Alaska, and they were going to the outlets and didn't have an extra bag with them, and I gave them my Gonex bag and shipped it up. And again, I know this sounds like a commercial, but I am super passionate about this company and how well these bags hold up. I've given a bunch of them away and just love them. But yeah, the ones I have, I've had for 4 or 5 years and not a single rip. There's also a backpack that just makes a fantastic day bag. So anyway, not a commercial, but I love this thing. We've got 2 more items. This is something I already had, and I'll just keep the camera up there. And this is something I bought for, it says $3, I bought it for $2. But this is some 16 gauge speaker wire. This is 14 gauge speaker wire. This is 100 feet. So I actually paid 50 cents for this one and $2 for this. But, the idea is when you need wire in the shop, now I don't tend to always use speaker wire, but like for just basic hookup, you need a little bit more than your typical, 18, 20, 22 gauge. It can get expensive. I have something like this, just a single wire, can easily run $7, $8 for this 20-foot roll of it. Where here you're getting dual wires, and I paid $2. I bought 3 spools of this at $2 each, and got 150 feet of it, 16 gauge. Like I said, 50 cents for 100 feet, and I bought 3 of these. So I got, for $1.50, I got 300 feet of 14 gauge. So, total $7.50. I got, 450 feet of 14 and 16 gauge wire. So again, when you see it cheap, grab it. It's still sealed. And last but not least, something I had no idea what it was, but I saw it and I picked it up. $3. This is the Alto Edge USB foot pedal, and it is made for dictation. It does come with this software, and this is actually the right software for it. It comes with this remote. I have no idea if it's supposed to or not. Haven't checked on that. But the idea is that you plug this in your computer, and you can do different things, start and stop dictation. But I thought, I mean, this has hackery written all over it. This has hooking it up to a USB host shield. This has, reading the USB output and maybe writing some software to do something with this. But anyway, so a 3-button device, $3 at a yard sale, and the thing just weighs a ton. I mean, it's a chunky device. So anyway, got that today. Zero idea what I'm going to do with it. If you guys have any ideas of ways to repurpose this thing, let me know. The last one's going to require a little bit more desk space. This is something I've talked to you guys about several times on the channel, but I got a new one. This is the Bosch 8 amp 1 1/8 inch SDS plus rotary hammer. And Bosch invented this segment. This box looks a little bit beat up. We're going to see how it looks on the inside. But Bosch invented this SDS style bit. I've got one over here. This is actually a chisel. It's a splined bit that is made to lock into the drill, which prevents slipping and stuff like that. And these style SDSs are made to chisel and spin, or hammer and spin at the same time. They come in a bunch of different sizes and everything. Let's just open this thing up and take a look. Alright, so we got the case. And let's take a look at it. And that's probably just from vibrating around on the thing. Alright, so anyway, this is the body of it. The thing with these things is they come in several different form factors. Now they have straight up hammer drills that don't chisel, but then there's these wider body ones, like this is a Ryobi cordless, and then the size that's one smaller than this is more like this style. So it looks like a normal drill, but it just has that SDS chuck on the end. And these are okay. These are okay. I'm selling this one, and I'm gonna keep this one in case I need it for some quick jobs. But what I love about these things is the way the bit goes in. So the fact that you just put the bit in and it's gonna lock in there, and then it's just not gonna come out. So you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about getting the bit stuck in a hole or anything like that. Is just fantastic. The thing that's a little hard to fathom about something like this, which, believe it or not, this is like 8 pounds, and this, I think this one actually weighs more. So for as big of a body as this thing is, this is actually kind of light. And then it also has this dampening thing here, this vibration control handle, which, we'll see how that holds up. What's a little hard to fathom until you've used something like this is exactly how hard the thing hits. So like, you may have used a hammer drill before and you hear that, so you're kind of getting like basically a vibration as you're spinning. But with this thing, you are getting some chunking. I mean, this thing is hitting the concrete, and that's just noticeably faster when you're trying to put something in. Now, I'm not going to try to drill some wood on my desk here, but I do have a scrap of 2x4, and I just want to demonstrate for you. In fact, I'll demonstrate it this way. There's just a lot of that, it's hitting hard. It's giving it a good little hit. So something like that would be great for busting out block. They have wider ones for doing tile. Obviously you can drill, I use them a lot for Tapcons. It's crazy cheap if you buy these Makita things. I think this is like a 20 or 25 pack for Tapcons. Like, this is just a really cheap way to get these bits. Like, this could be a $10 bit at Home Depot, and I think I paid $25-30 for the whole box of I can't see how many are in there. I feel like it's 25 pack. So really decent way to buy these things if you drive a lot of Tapcons. Then you can get, like, this is a Hilti. You can get these gigantic concrete bits. It looks like a maybe inch and a quarter inch, something like that. And so they have this like, you know, nice little sleeve that's going to make sure all the dust gets out and all that. But if you have to drill more than just a couple of Tapcons, getting something like this, now you may not want something as big as this, but something like this Ryobi cordless, or even, you know, stepping up to this Ryobi corded, is it's the way to go, man. If you have to drill concrete, knock out stuff. Now the only thing I would say is if you're planning on like demolishing a whole house worth of tile, you probably want one even bigger than this. So I would kind of consider this for driving a couple of Tapcons, knocking, you know, a bathroom worth of tile loose. I would look at this for drilling big 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch holes, and you know, a little bit heavier duty stuff. But if you want to go whole house demolition, they make some that are bigger than this. They're just more, I think the biggest difference, they're just made to run longer at a time. But man, this is one of those kind of lifetime tools. They do make another style, one bigger than this, called SDS Max, which uses a different kind of spline in here and a bigger bit that you can drill just giant core bits, which those are pretty sweet too. I had one of those in DeWalt, but I call it the Widowmaker. There was me and another guy about my size were drilling, and that thing caught a piece of rebar and picked both of us up and threw us to a window. We actually broke the window. So crazy thing. So anyway, this is the Bosch RH328VC, and I'm going to put it through its paces, but I can already tell you this thing is extremely well reviewed and extremely well recommended if you do anything with concrete. So hey, that's the mailbag. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.